Arav came across a job listing for a very senior leadership position in a company, CTC of 2 crores. And going through the job description, he feels he is the right fit for that job. Only that he was rejected yesterday in a 5 lakh per year job interview. He is a 23-year-old fresher currently unemployed. But honestly, the technical requirements of the 5 LPA job is way more than what is written for the 2 crore job. So what exactly is someone getting paid for? Arav started searching for this answer, and let's deep dive into his game to uncover what exactly he finds. So Arav decided to first ask the 3 to 10 lakh earning professionals about their work. So he reached the office and saw these professionals, someone working on an Excel, someone fixing a very important client report, someone drafting an important email for the client, and people rushing after them for updates. It feels like they are the most important people in that place, as if they are running the place. Yet how can they be earning the lowest? He decides to meet his first character, Rohit.
Welcome to my world. So what do you actually do?
Rohit is a business operations associate earning 5 LPA, and his job is to make sure things get done. There are 5 people chasing Rohit for work. The client wants the report before lunch. Everything is on Rohit. Rohit on an average every day works for 12-13 hours at 5 LPA, and that was the first lesson for Arav. Your salary is not correlated to the number of hours that you are putting in. And the work is not easy either. You have to do the execution, which is tough. You have to know all the tools and processes to execute the work. But Arav found a pattern in all of Rohit's work. All the work had a clearly defined end goal and a clear process to reach that end goal. And in most cases, someone else had defined it for Rohit. So if the work is closing a report or closing an Excel sheet, often the end goal is very clearly defined, but it still needs to be executed. But Rohit was not responsible for defining the end goal, not responsible for selling the product to the client, and not responsible for the revenue that the client brings in. He was only accountable for the Excel sheet that he was working on. And Arav found the 5 metrics that someone should be rated on: skills, hard work, business impact, decision ownership, and replaceability. And that is how it looks on a level 1 employee. Level 1 employees are high on skill and hard work, but business impact is very low, decision ownership is almost negligible, and that's why they are highly replaceable as well. But now how to transition to level 2? There are 2 ways. You just don't do what your defined goals are. You just don't do that work, but rather bring business impact and grow your reputation. Or second, add value in your profile. Add those credentials, add those degrees to show that you are not just an execution machine. You don't only solve problems, but you can also move to defining what those problems actually are. And for that, you know the business behind that Excel sheet. So your business impact has to be really high at level 2. And before I go ahead in the story, let me tell you, if you are a working professional or a student who wants to upskill themselves, not take a full-time residential program, but rather an online program that can help you go from level 1 to level 2, then Atlas Skill Tech University has just launched their online programs. You can pursue online MBA or online BBA from here, and especially if you want to upskill in AI along with business, then this is going to be very useful for you. So Atlas Skill Tech University is situated in BKC in Mumbai, and Atlas Online MBA will have the same faculty, same learning, just in online mode. This is the youngest NAACA accredited and UGC recognized university, and when you do an online MBA, you get a similar degree from here. The best part is this is AI native MBA, and when you graduate from here, along with the degree, you also get an AI builder score, which includes 4 live AI projects that you can add in your portfolio, and a Human Edge Index, which is a faculty validated leadership credential. So these can further help you if you want to get placed, grow in your career, or switch domains or firms. And because this is the first cohort, the batch size is limited. So you can apply quick if you are interested, and can apply from the link in the description. And with all these information, Arav goes to the HR to know who are the 50 LPA earning professionals. The HR directs him to Neha, an MBA working as a product manager in the company.
He's here.
What do you do?
I decide what should be done.
And Arav immediately noticed the difference. Rohit was mostly being asked, have you completed this? And Neha was mostly being asked, what should we do next? Her task and her work is less about completing the task and more about taking decisions under uncertainty. Customers want lower prices, the team wants less work pressure, finance wants more discipline, marketing wants more budget, and all these decisions, these messy decisions come to Neha, and she has to be accountable for every decision that she takes. And on the outside, it looks like one of the easiest jobs to do because she's not working on anything specific. She's just instructing people what to do. But only when someone is in Neha's position and has to make that decision, only then will they understand how difficult every day that mental stress is. And she's also responsible for defining the end objective for her juniors. And if required, she will also structure the path to reach that end objective. But she's also expecting the juniors to reach over there themselves. Now, how did she reach level 2? Apart from the degree that helped her, first, she knows how the level 1 works. She can do the grind herself if required, but her job requires her to give more time on decision making and making people do things. Utilizing her time on just writing a code is not valuable for the company. And next, very important, she knows the business and the industry inside out. It's not only about her technical skills anymore. If there is something on the marketing budget, she knows how that will impact the financial balance sheet, and in turn, how will that impact the product sales. So she knows the 360 degree of her business. And if there is an industry that she's working in, suppose the fintech industry, she knows the competitors there. She knows their strengths and weaknesses, their products, and what strategies are they taking. She studies the industry really well. And third, she has gradually become the face for the client. So if anything goes wrong with the client, she will be responsible for it. She will be accountable for it. And in a way now, she is also indirectly responsible for the revenue that is coming from the client. In short, what they are good at is decision making, communication, leadership, ownership, along with the technical know-hows that they have. And 50 LPA earning people are not necessarily more intelligent, but they are usually the ones who are trusted when it comes to ambiguous situation. And this is how the level 2 skill stack looks like. So yes, they are high on skills and hard work as well, but they are high on decision ownership too, and moderately high on business impact as well. And that is what makes them less replaceable. Definitely, her profile and MBA too played a part in reaching there, but the profile and the credentials that helped her reach level 2 or start a career from level 2 is not going to help her reach level 3. And if level 2 is already doing so much work, what else can the level 3 do to be earning in crores? Neha pointed Arav towards Vikram, the VP of the firm.
What problems do you solve? I create systems that can solve problems.
So at 50 LPA, they were answering what problem needs to be solved, and at 2 crore, they are answering how can I build teams and systems that can solve any problem without me. At 50 LPA, you were still being rewarded for your personal excellence, but at 2 crore, you are only rewarded for the organizational excellence that you bring in. In fact, in most of the cases, your salary is linked to the revenue and profits of the firm. And what exactly do? They hire the best talent for their organization. They think about the overall strategy and vision of the company for the next 5 years. The 50 LPA professional thinks in weeks or months. These 2 crore professional thinks in years. And they have tremendous contact in the industry as well. He will not go out and solve the problem, but he almost knows everyone who can get the problem solved for him. And Vikram has deep domain expertise. He is deeply respected in the industry that he works in, and his core KPI is the revenue that he brings for the company. And the most important skill at this level, HR and sales. Yes, every job at the top is a sales role. You are either selling your product, your vision, your solution, or organizational excellence to the client. Or every job at the top is an HR role. You are either managing conflicts or building teams. And that is why they are valued so much. So the roles that are considered not so important at level 2 become the most important skills for you at level 3. And at level 3, your decisions are not just impacting one project or just one client, but it has the potential to impact the entire business line of a company. So how do you go from level 2 to level 3? I won't lie, there is a lot of corporate politics, but keeping that aside at this level, you need to go beyond just managing the clients and establish strong relationship with your clients. You need to go beyond your company and establish connections in the entire industry. And at the same time, you need to build teams, you need to hire great people, build systems, and hire people that complement you. And most importantly, you need to gradually start becoming visible in the firm. At level 2, you need to start taking those risky projects and those risky clients that can go wrong as well. But if it works well, Accountability definitely will give you that kind of a benefit, and this is how the level 3 stack looks like. So at this level, everything needs to be high, but more than your skill and hard work, your decision ownership and the business impact that you create, that matters a lot more, and that's why you are irreplaceable. In summary, if you're starting at level 1, build specific functional skills that will get you hired in the first place. Go to the role that you want to get hired in and study the tools and processes that they require. If you're at level 2, your academic background and skills both matter. Understand the industry, understand how businesses function, and work on your communication, your decision-making skills, your structured problem solving, and also your leadership skills. And if you're going from level 2 to level 3, chase relationships. Learn to take decisions that have large consequences. Learn to hire people who are better than you. At this level, your softer skills become much more important than your technical skills.